Hi guys, welcome to a slightly different episode today. It's not actually an episode because first of all it's in vertical format, which is a little bit different for us.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2. Are you buying one?
No.
Have you ordered one?
No.
Why not? Like, you're a Nintendo fan, you love Mario.
Yeah.
I think you're a Donkey Kong fan as well. Why have you not ordered one?
£450, and the fact that I don't
Sorry,
like
what was that?
£450.
Say that again?
£450.
Sorry, £450 for a Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, £450. I need something stronger in mine, but we can't.
So that's the same price as a PS5
Correct.
and an Xbox Series X.
Correct.
What do I get for it? How many games come in the bundle?
I think there's 2 on release date, and Mario I think is about £80. Mario Kart is £80. That's not funny, dude. Are you laughing? What are you laughing?
£80 for Super Mario World. Okay, cool.
No, Mario Kart, right? The new Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, tell me about the Nintendo Switch 2.
I know that it's got, like, I think 16 gig of RAM, which is pretty good. So that's all right. It's got a new chipset in there as well.
16 gig of RAM? I thought it was 256.
256 gig of memory.
Memory. Oh, I see.
Yeah. So you've got ample memory, which is fine.
Right.
But in comparison to 256 gig, if a game is going to be like 60 gig, you can fit 3.
Right.
If they're 60 gig each, 6, 12, 18, 180 gig.
Okay.
Fit 3, 3.5. But there's a but.
There's a but.
You like this one?
Tell us the but.
You like this one? It's not digital. It's not digital only. You can get cartridges.
I want it. I mean, not for £450, but
They're doing cartridges.
So okay, all right, fine. Let's talk about the hardware for a second.
Right.
Bigger screen,
Bigger screen.
better pixels, more pixels.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you something else.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you know the Joy-Cons that you really love?
Yeah.
Yeah. They've improved them.
Have they fixed them?
Yeah.
And by fix them, they've got rid of them.
They've still got them.
Okay.
But they're a little bit bigger. And
Well, they're kind of big hands.
Okay, fair enough.
You know the thing about men with big hands, right? Big gloves.
Yeah. Glad you said that. Anyway, but more importantly, the one thing that I'm very happy they've improved on is they're now magnetic rather than the slidey.
Right. Okay.
That I'm like, okay, cool. I'm good with that. But £450.
So it's a
£450.
So it's a bit. So they're bigger Joy-Cons.
Bigger Joy-Cons.
And they're now magnetic rather
Yes.
than slidey clippy thingy majiggies. And anything else about the Joy-Con? You can use them as a mouse, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There's a function that you can sort of turn it over. There was one thing that I thought about that actually, because I watched the Nintendo Direct.
Same.
And like when I use a mouse on my PC, my hand sort of sits like this. On the Joy-Con, it's very slim.
Yep.
So you're going to be holding it like this. Where did these fingers go? So they're going to have to sort of like this.
Yeah. You know, I looked at them and I can get a really cool mouse, and I was like,
It doesn't work.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. So Joy-Cons, are you impressed by them?
I'm impressed that they're magnetic rather than the slidey things, but no.
I mean, it hasn't really made that much difference,
No.
really. Like they're magnetic, this like.
That's my own personal thing. I don't,
Okay,
like,
cool.
I don't like the whole slidey thing because they're just either an aggro to get off or an aggro to get on. That's all it is.
To be fair, I don't use the Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch.
You've never said that before.
I don't use them ever. I literally never use. I have got wired controllers. I've got the wireless ones. I've got the Nintendo 64 controllers. I don't use the Joy-Cons. I think they are terrible. They're such bad controllers. All right, cool. Talk to me about the screen.
The screen is bigger.
Bigger?
It's what's it? A 9-inch screen now?
I don't know.
I want to say it's a 9 or a 10-inch screen now, and it's got more pixels and all that other kind of jazz. So
So better quality screen,
Better quality
higher
screen.
resolution,
Yeah.
brighter. Okay.
Yeah.
And is it still touchscreen?
yeah,
Okay.
still touchscreen.
All right. So there's nothing really to sort of talk about on that part.
No,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
All right. How many colors does it come in?
I know this one.
3, 4. Oh,
Black. 1.
it's just in black.
Just in black. The whole thing. Whole thing black.
But
everything's black.
but the original one came in different colours, and that's like I waited for the right colours to come back into stock.
Yeah.
And now it's just black.
Just black.
So you can only get it in black, and that's it.
In
I
black.
couldn't get it in white.
Nah. No. Wait. There is. If you take the Joy-Cons off,
Yes.
there's a shade of white where you got the lights. Like there's green lights to say you're playing on the
Ooh.
Joy-Con. Yeah.
That's
So-
exciting.
Yeah. So technically, it's 2 colors.
Okay, so
you
you got
can-
the green light, which reminds me of Xbox now,
Yeah.
and a little bit of Star Trek Borg.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That might be the clincher for me to buy it. All right, nice.
You're easily impressed. See what's going on?
very easily impressed. Very easily impressed. Okay, so all right, so we've got better Joy-Cons. We've got a bigger screen. It's all black. What are we missing? Like, there has to be something else. Is there a chat function? Is there anything like that?
yeah.
Is there a camera that's built in? Anything like that we can?
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
When I got to this part of the showcase, I was like, I'm done here because it reminded me of when Xbox went on the media route of I want the Xbox to be the media hub of your home. Nintendo are going along the lines of we want this to be a e-sports, e-streaming gaming device, and I was like, I'm done because as you and I can tell, we both said we like gaming like this. We rarely game online, right? When was the last time we gamed online? But yeah, you got a chat function. You can get an additional camera for like £80.
So
literally, it's an additional camera. Like
and
this one.
And it's quite low res though, isn't it? Like it's quite a sort of fuzzy nonsense sort of thing. So why can't you just plug it into Discord and just stream it on Discord, like how everyone else does?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be easier? Or perhaps we could use, I don't know, like a game catcher device, like how everyone else does.
You think that, right?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, look. Okay, fine. So you can buy the Nintendo Switch 2 for £450.
You okay? Take some more.
So you then got another camera that you have to presumably buy, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You have
cool.
to buy the extra camera. Yeah.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another cost on top.
Yeah.
Then the game is £80.
Yeah. Game's £80.
That hurts to say that.
Oh wait. You got to remember the Nintendo subscription, because in order to
didn't even
use the
get
chat.
to that yet.
Oh, sorry. My bad. You carry on. My bad. We're ranting. Sorry.
Yeah, it's ever so slightly. Okay, so we've talked about those things. What about other accessories? I'm going to leave the game to the side for a second, but other accessories like carry cases.
Is there a carry case?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
What other accessories can you get?
I think there's a microphone.
There's a separate microphone as well.
I think there's.
I didn't know that.
I think there's a separate microphone. Not unless they built it very badly on the.
It must be built in, surely.
You think that, innit? But there might be an option to get an extra one. I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And then the games. Okay. Mario Kart World.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks kind of cool. But is it £80 cool? Or $80 or whatever it is?
I'm going to be honest. I don't think any game is £80 cool. I mean, why? I've never paid more than 50 for a game across any platform.
Right.
I would never pay £80 for a game, not unless it's got all the DLC, special edition, this, that, and the other. But for a normal game, not for me.
Yeah, okay.
Not for me.
And Donkey Kong, the new Donkey Kong, it's a little bit cheaper than Mario World.
Probably like $79.99.
Mario Kart World. And I think it's like £10 cheaper, £10 cheaper, I think.
Okay.
So, I suppose the question is, does that mean Mario Kart World is £10 better, $10 better than Donkey? Or not, I don't know. But it's a fluid environment, isn't it? That's what Nintendo said, that they haven't decided on the new pricing structure. Now, one thing that Nintendo is famous for is that they never reduce the cost of their games. So a game that was released 10 years ago still costs the same today that it did 10 years ago. They don't lower the charge, they don't lower the price, which is a problem, because when you look at the Nintendo Switch 2 and where Nintendo is going with this. Now, we spoke about this and I said something which you were a bit like, never thought about that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo's trying to go after the older demographic of gamers now. It's all black, so it doesn't come in all the nice colors, as you said. It's unbelievably expensive, and they're going after what they think or their version of streaming online.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad is a different question, but if you look at the direction that they're moving in, they're moving more into the older demographic, which is a very big move away from what Nintendo used to be about. Once upon a time, Nintendo were the ones that looked after the kids. They're the ones that brought about games that families could play, and it was more affordable. So going from what they had been doing, their try-tested model, and they're moving into this environment, it's all black.
Yep.
Unbelievably expensive, like unnecessarily expensive. To talk to people, to use a chat function, you have to have an online subscription.
Yep.
And the camera, let's face it, it's absolute horse. Right? It's a load of crap.
Yeah.
It's so sad. It's such a shame for me to have to say this. I think the Nintendo Switch, the original one, is probably going to be the last Nintendo console I'm going to buy.
I'm with you on that one. I see the Switch 2 as being the modern day Wii U, where they try and put it on you that it's a new update and this, that, and the other, but then when you look back, it's like, it's the same thing as this, and it's half the price, and I still get to do all the same things. I'm going to stick with the original. And I don't know many people that owned a Wii U. The few that did were like, there's no difference.
I knew one person who bought it.
Okay.
I knew one person, they had probably 8 to 10 games.
Yeah.
After about 8 months, it got packed away. And that was it.
Yeah. I can see the Switch 2 being that way because of the price point. And what makes Nintendo so appealing, like you said, is the price point. I mean, I've never paid it any more than probably I paid $250 for my Switch. Because I got the Pokemon color one. And again, I didn't want to get the original colors. I wanted something funky. So when that came out, I was like, I want that one.
Yeah.
And going back in time, Nintendo always brought out cool color consoles, the different color N64s, especially the Pokemon one that I found. That was cool. The blue with the...
Blue and yellow, wasn't it?
Blue and yellow.
Yeah.
But now it's, all black, kind of boring from Nintendo's point of view. Maybe it's the way the market is going, but again, it's just, no.
I mean, I know we're talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. I just want to throw one thing in, the Steam Deck.
Yep.
Now, I've got a Steam Deck, you guys have seen it. Ryan was using it back over at, I think it was Christmas.
Yeah.
2024. And the games that you can get on that now, PlayStation games and Xbox games on Steam.
Yeah.
And I've recently sold my Xbox Series X, and I only sold that because I realized that later on it has to be online for it to run.
Yeah.
I can't use it in 15 years or 20 years time, so I was like, I don't need to keep hold of it.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've actually sold a console in a very, very long time.
I was surprised when you said you sold it. I was like, but you tend to
I'm the
keep
collector.
stuff. Yeah.
But there's no reason to collect it because I can't use it in the future when the servers go offline.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to me. Now, I also know that on the Switch 2, the game sharing function is absolute nonsense.
Remind me again? Sorry.
So, do you remember? I can't remember which episode it was. I have to go back and find it. I said that I think Nintendo's going to have a structure moving forward that when you buy a game, it gets registered to a particular account or a particular device, and you can't reuse it. They're going in that direction.
Yeah.
Right. And
they must have watched the episode. And got the idea
that's a great idea. My fault, guys. Apologies. But no, it's like you can do game sharing.
Yeah.
But you can only do it in a very limited fashion. It's like I can't give you my cartridge for you to just start using somewhere else. It has to be linked, and it's just the structure of it doesn't make sense to me anymore. It reduces playability. It reduces your ability to share and connect and build a community around it. It's all that same thing. You have to go into their ecosystem. You have to pay them a subscription. You have to pay unbelievable amounts of money for their physical devices and the games. Why is the virtual game cheaper than the physical game? And it's the same game.
Yeah.
Like they want you to buy the virtual game because they can control another element of you playing their game. They can turn it off, they can delete it, but if you've got the physical game, physical media, they can't take it away from you.
Yeah.
But yet now they're adding in an additional layer of security that stops you from being able to share and play, which then, it's Nintendo once upon a time were the good guys in the industry.
Yeah,
but
they were.
They've really, 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 really sort of lost their way a little bit here.
They've kind of gone, what's a bad character in a computer game that's really bad? Kind of gone like M. Bison on us.
I was gonna say Luigi, but or Ryan would be like Baby Mario.
I wouldn't. I was thinking of people that that want to terrorize the world and not
Bowser.
Yeah, you know what? Could we talk about Nintendo? Let's go Bowser. They're kind of going Bowser on us in the sense of they're not really caring about the.
Is it Wario?
Let's go Bowser, because we grew up with Bowser. Wario was a later addition in my life, but they're kind of going Bowser on us in the sense of how they want us to game and how they're trying to control us. And I don't want to sound so on the subject of control, but they're going that way, and I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I can't let you borrow a game.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact
Like
that...
I gave you Splatoon to play, right?
Yeah. What's the problem
And there's
with that?
no restriction on that. It's like, here's a game, go play it.
Yeah. I mean, we grew up in a time where we didn't have reviews. Actually, we did our reviews, but they're from magazines. We didn't have videos of people reviewing games that they bought and to discuss whether or not we want to buy them.
Right.
It was a lucky dip. And if, for example, one of us went out and bought Shaq Fu, I didn't. I don't know if you did. But it was one of those games where people were so hyped about it because it was the Shaq brand, but it was appalling. It was appalling.
I've been holding that in for about 2 minutes. I was like, I can't do it.
No, that's fine. But yeah, I don't know. But lending people games is just such a massive part of my gaming life. If someone takes that away from me, I just lose a part of it that I really love. I love that.
It's funny you say that,
Yeah,
because gaming should be fun. It shouldn't be work. It shouldn't cost you an enormous amount of money. It should be something that you can do when you want to relax, you want to have some fun, you want to kick back. And yeah, if you want to become a pro gamer, go buy a £5,000, £8,000 PC.
Yeah.
Right? And become a pro gamer. More power to you. But if you want to do some casual gaming and you want to have some fun for a few hours in a week, it used to be Nintendo.
Yeah. Quite literally.
But now,
Yeah.
stick to retro gaming.
Yeah.
It's better.
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely, man. Retro gamer for life, bro.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.